Welcome back, everybody. Good to see you. What's up?
17 opening nights for you, Mike. Did they get just a special 1 year to the next? There's already got a lot of hype around this particular game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they're all very exciting, and each year you got to reestablish yourself as a team, as a coach, as a media person, whatever you do. The year you're in is the most important one. You know, like my dad used to tell a story about that. I'd say, Dad, what's the toughest year of marriage? He'd say, the one you're in. So if you put all in the one you're in, things usually turn out pretty good. What's next?
Are you going to name the captain now?
No.
When will we know?
I know we're going to have a captain.
Mike, you've got a number of rookies in the lineup tonight. Do you consider them rookies, or how do you view guys' contributions when they're making their debut?
Well, the home opener is always an interesting game. There's stuff going on. I think the home team's always a little bit antsy. I like to start on the road. We're starting at home tonight. We got to play good. So, you know, you have your opportunity. You might be a little bit nervous. Take a deep breath. Get out there and get playing. Get some contact your first shift, or get run over by someone. Get yourself in the game. Get playing.
How did you make your decision about Shore versus Spencer?
Well, what we did is we're just giving Bez a little more time on the penalty kill. So, because he wants the penalty for us, we need him to do that. So he'll be in the next game, but this buys him more time, more reps, and he's been getting lots of reps and extra on it, and we're trying to stay with that the best we can.
Is it hard to leave him out on opening night, just given the festivities?
Yeah, but I talked to him quite a bit about this and what we're doing. So, you know, we're on the same page, moving ahead, and we're going to have a rotation on a few guys this first little bit until we figure out what we're doing, and we've talked about it, and that's what we're doing.
Can you tell us what Paul McFarland brings?
What do you like about Shore when he's brought tonight?
Well, he can win face-offs, he can penalty kill, he stands in the right spots. You know, and he's done it before in the league, and he's won in the league. He's been a good man, just does his job.
Can you tell us what Paul McFarland brings to the Leafs organization?
Right, I mean, this guy, I used to bug Boogie about this. So I said, we're going to hire him right out from under you here. Real smart guy, real good power play, feel for that offensive side too. Real good face-off guy and teaching guys face-offs. He's helped us in the past a little bit. You know, I've done this over the years a lot, is that I'm always looking for the next coach. I'm always talking to people about who's the next guy. I think I've done a real good job of hiring coaches. That's why we've got lots of coaches that are coaching other places. And, you know, I think it's an important process. You're always looking for players. You need real good coaches, and you need new ideas all the time, and they got great new ideas. He's a smart young guy.
You're out against DJ Smith again tonight. Tell us about the loss of DJ and what it means for Ottawa.
Yeah, I don't feel like loss. I feel like great for Smitty. I mean, Smitty came here, he knew the program. You know, he came here, worked real hard, tried to get himself prepared so he could be a head coach in the NHL, and he's done that. He worked hard, did a good job for us. I think he, you know, obviously he was a serial winner before he got here, and those are the kind of people I'm always looking for. When we met, Hunts was the guy who told me about Smitty. And when we met, I was impressed, and then we worked and tried to build a program. I talked to him a number of times about don't leave before you're ready. In the NHL, as a head coach, you leave before you're ready, you're gone before you're ready. Arrive there when you're over ready. He's over ready. I've watched them play an exhibition. They're organized, they're playing fast. They're going to be one of these teams that no one's counting on that's going to be way better than you think.
Frederick Anderson turned 30 today. Do you see a goaltender who's learned from his years in the NHL?
Well, I mean, it's like most mere mortals, it takes you a little bit more time. You know, not many guys walk in and start at 18. And so Freddie, it took him a time, but Freddie Anderson is a good man, number one. Unbelievable man. Makes his teammates better because he's such a good man. And the guys want to play for him so hard because of the person he is. But then all the extra stuff he's done to improve his game and be comfortable and become an NHL starter. It's not easy to be an NHL starter. You're under a lot of scrutiny a lot of the time, and we need to play well in front of him to help him out.
It's been a tough week or so for Auston. Can tonight he begin putting that behind him by coming out and doing what he does best?
Well, I would like to think he put it behind him the day he owned it. I'm a big believer in that, because we all make huge mistakes. The second you own it, you can fix it. And that's the whole key. And whether you did at the time or you didn't, he owned it. That's it. It's done. You forgive yourself. You got to love yourself first to share yourself with other people. He's got to share himself as a teammate. He's got to be a great teammate. The way you play, and help your teammates tonight is by playing extra hard. This is an unbelievable life experience for them. When we go through adversity, we never wanted the adversity when we're in it. When we get through it, we look back and say, hey, that's a building block in life.
Coach, is there going to be an unveiling of the captain this afternoon, or are we just going to see him appear on the ice?
I have no idea. No, that's not true. I do have a great idea. I'm not telling you. How's that?
Mike, do you approach offensive and defensive faceoffs differently with the new rules? And do you think it'll make a difference league wide in scoring and creating offense?
That's a great question. You know, I thought the one where we changed a few years ago about putting your stick down first and all that stuff, I thought that was an advantage. This one, I'm not certain. We've really tried to hone in on it, and we've tried to do the math on it, and we got a bunch of, Brew does more math on face-offs than you could ever believe in all zones and how you go about it. I don't know. We're going to watch and find out. I'll know more in 10 games.
Mike, how do you handicap the chances for this team in a league where a 62-win team gets knocked out in the first round, where it seems like this is the deepest roster you've had, and yet the team that wins the cup is 31st of January? How do you look at it?
Well, I don't worry about that. So today's the most important day for me because it's the day I'm living. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do that 82 times, and ideally we'll be in that tournament, and we're going to build our program and keep doing it. So, you know, I don't think much like that. I just think that we got to build our roster. We have analyzed and analyzed and analyzed what wins in the league this summer, what we had to improve. We focused on it all training camp. We've refocused on it now. We're trying to build a program to have success so we can play a long time in the spring. You got to get to the spring first. That's Thursday.
Mike, what's changed where you don't have any qualms about having a 19-year-old on the fence?
Well, I don't think it's ever changed. Like when you're good, you get to play. So real simple, you know, like to me, he just seems to be good. And every time we tried to put him in a situation to make maybe he now not be as good, he was good again. So, you know, I tried him in the good games, then I tried him in the bad games. I tried him playing him too much so he'd be exhausted. I tried everything. It didn't work. He just played good.
Mike, talking to the guys today, a lot of guys talking about how much leadership is in that room.
Yeah.
I mean, was it a difficult decision to pick the guy that's going to wear that seat? Did you have a process that you had to go through?
Yeah, we went through a process that's been going on for a long time. We've been watching this guy. We didn't name a captain for a long time because we didn't think it was obvious. And then when we knew it was obvious, I mean, don't get me wrong, we talked a ton about this. We talked to our players about it. We talked to our staff about it. We talked to our management team about it. And in the end, we made the right decision for the Leafs, and we're excited about this opportunity. See you.